Oyu Tolgoi is this absolutely giant copper development in Mongolia. By giant, I mean it's a $20 billion investment, and IFC has been the pleasure of working on it for the past 3 years, with sponsor Rio Tinto. We started right from the outset with the advisory team that were embedded in the mining group, in particular led by Veronica Nyan-Jones. So for example, in the mandate, one of the things that we did was we included that advisory staff travel costs would be borne by the client. That was a kind of point of detail, but it helped us later on. And we took, right from the beginning, a broad look at what suite of advisory products would make sense for this particular deal. We went through the range. For example, we looked initially at a traditional advisory product like linkages. And we quickly came to realize that one of the issues that we'd face was when you're dealing with huge mining companies, they actually have quite a lot of in-house expertise developed in this already. And the more we looked at what they were doing, the more we realized that they had learned. They had learned the kind of products that IFC was an early implementer in deals such as Moselle, and they were doing a great job with that. Instead, we shifted focus, and this relates to the issue of where we can matter on a big deal with advisory, and realized that perhaps the most important thing we could do was to be an advisor, an intellectual advisor right at the top. When I talk about the advisory on the strategic front, a practical product that came out of that was something called the Financial Valuation Tool. So maybe it's an advisory product which attempts to put a value or engage a client in measuring the value of advisory work. I think the most important skill that I got working, especially with Veronica, was how much it mattered in terms of the overall positioning of who IFC was, and then I mean the brand. It's the level of professionalism, the level of being able to engage this very sophisticated multinational client and engage their experts with meaningful advice, meaningful interaction. That was just tremendously valuable to us as a complement to their overall view of who IFC is. And it's made a big difference to the very, very close relationship that we have with the client, which is strategically important, not just for this deal, but for other deals around the work. And advisory's engagement, being a part of that and playing at that level, was very, very important in making that happen.